So what we could say then is that these fellas have already taken off. The camera on the rover is being remotely controlled from Houston, that's what they're telling us. And then all of a sudden, the camera is turning around, it's going up and it's down, then it's turning sideways, it comes across, all of a sudden, the dish bounces out of nowhere, and now we can see the LNA feed in the dish. And the dish bounces. So how did the dish bounce when there's nobody there and the dish is solidly fixed to that rover?
Yeah, well, that's an unusual thing for it to happen. Why don't we have a look at the Apollo 17 as it pans across over top?
So now we're taking a look at the Apollo 17 rover, and it is now being remotely controlled because they have now left, taken off. The ascent stage is gone. When the fella at Houston remotely controls the camera, it just goes down to this tripod. Well, what the heck's that doing there?
I don't know how that could be the antenna or anything else. You can see just at the very top where the fender is there and the angle of the sun.
Okay, so what the heck's this?
What the heck is that? It's not the antenna. It's a gigantic tripod.
Yeah, there's no fork in the rover here. There's no tripod there, so
It can't be shooting that.
as it's traveling across, and now it's coming down.
Camera's in the front over the right front fender, and that's what it's doing when it's looking down. The antenna is behind it, and when you pull that picture of that rover back up again, you'll see where the antenna actually sits. This is out in front of it, fully in front of the rover. This is where the shadow is, and the antenna could not put that shadow out there because the antenna is basically beside where the camera sits. If it's going to show a picture of the antenna, it would be just over top of the fender when it's showing the fender. This is well out in front.
Well, there's nothing there. So what's this doing there?
We've got this picture here, and this is one of the ones that is also considered one of the final resting spots here. Now, here's the next picture. You notice it hasn't moved. See all the footprints around? Has not moved. See the shadow off the tire? See the tracks are there? Nothing else has moved on here. The shadow's coming off the back of that. The shadow of the astronaut is coming straight back along there.
Oh, they've moved right out to the side now.
Absolutely could not possibly do that. It's at least 80-degree difference from there to there. Look at that. Everything's right along there, just fine, moving to the back. The very next picture is this. So again, the sun would have to move 180 degrees from this picture. Absolutely impossible, right?